During model processing and generation, many kinds of errors can occur. MontiCore distinguishes two kinds of errors: internal errors, which are caused by MontiCore's developers, and usage errors, caused by the user. Internal errors, if experienced, cannot be avoided or fixed by the user, but should be reported back to the developers in form of a log file. The most prominent usage errors are parsing errors that occur, for example, by erroneous input models, as well as context condition violations. But how to report an error? Understandable error messages are very important in tool development. Typically, a good error message contains the following information: the element that caused the error, the file name and line number so that you know where to find the erroneous element, a reason for the error, and for common errors you can often also find a proposal on how to solve the error. During parsing, MontiCore tries to report as many errors as identifiable. Thus, it only stops in fatal cases. However, if no more useful result is possible, it uses a fail quick strategy. MontiCore provides further levels of escalation. We have already seen error messages. They report critical errors during the execution of the application. In general, this means that the program cannot be executed correctly. Warnings are reported whenever a successful execution is still possible, but might lead to unwanted results the user may want to fix or explicitly decide to live with. Information messages contain information about the current execution steps. They should be selected carefully and not too numerous. Debug messages, as opposed to information messages, contain detailed internal information about the state of the program. And finally, trace messages. They are even more detailed than debug messages and mainly used for optimizations or complicated debugging. Debug and trace messages are primarily targeted at tool developers. MontiCore, in its default mode, provides some, but not too verbose information messages, and completely switches off debug and trace messages. Too detailed or too many warnings and information messages can pollute the output and make it harder for the user and developer to find the relevant information. Thus, it is important to decide where to announce the information. There are three possibilities. First, the console. This is the most direct form of information. Second, the log file. Typically, they contain more detailed information to prevent a pollution of the direct output in the console. MontiCore, in its default settings, creates a single log file. Third, reports. In general, multiple reports contain very special information about the executed process.